Hi guys, and welcome to another video on Amazonia PPC YouTube channel. We'll continue with metrics and reporting. So in this video, I'll show you how to find exact information on should you or you should not bid on your branded keywords. In this example, you can see I typed a random knife manufacturer, and you can see that it's called Brewing. When you call, if that's how you pronounce it, but when you type that, you can see that there's actually another brand bidding on this headline search ad, sponsor brand, top of the search ad, which is really a nice looking ad. Plus, it's a video, so they're really stealing the market share and presenting themselves as the leader here. So this can be expensive, and you probably wondered if it pays out to bid aggressively and be present on that very important placement. But stay with me and I will show you how to find that metric, how to find those metrics, because there's actually pretty nice information telling you how many clicks you lost, how many impressions shared, how many sales. So bear with me. Similar to what we did in our previous videos, you want to go to the insights and planning, and please check out, if you haven't, two videos on brand metrics where you can explore different stages of your of the shopping funnel. So go check that. There's part 1 and part 2 linked in this video, and then you can add to that the brand impression share. When you click there, you're presented with this initial screen, and after selecting, you can select the single day or a week. By default, it's a week. Unfortunately, it's not available by month, but you can probably get enough of data just week over week. I think it's sufficient. Here you can see that for the date range of December 8, December 14, you can see the breakdown. So top of search impression share. The blue color are your ads, and the gray are the ads from other advertisers. You have the combined data and split between sponsored products and sponsored brands. So this is information. When somebody types in your brand name, being like, I don't know, we use the Brewing example. So if somebody types Brewing or Brewing knives or Brewing knife blocks or Brewing whatever, so including your brand name there, that's considered as a branded search. And for those kind of search terms, how much you're present versus your competitors. For this particular account, you can see that we're only present for sponsor brands 9.05%, which is expected because we lowered down the spend now during Q4, because it's a seasonal product and it doesn't make too much sense to invest a lot of money, and except in a few rare occasions on a specific keywords that we want to protect the brand name and prevent our competitors on bidding and showing on our keywords. On the other hand, we're pretty aggressive on sponsored products, brand names, but still there is some percentage that we actually missed. It's very simple calculation. So it's 100% minus 85.51, and you get the percentage of the how much of ads from other advertisers show up 14.49% of the time in top of search results. This is really crucial information because many brand owners are just using external tools, or maybe not using anything, relying on Excel sheets, exporting and calculating this on search query report or whatever. Just there's actually actual report here, which is pretty easy to find and navigate, and you can see this meaningful breakdown. So if you think, for example, this is intentional, as I said, 9% is intentional, but if you really aim to protect your brand name and you see here that you're 50% of the time you're still unprotected, that really gives you an estimation of how much to increase your ad budget to meet the 100%, if that's even possible, but to meet 100% of impressions for any of these placements, sponsor products or sponsor brands. Further down the page, there are detailed metrics, so you can see the breakdown on similar to the above portion. So all ad products or the breakdown between sponsored products and sponsored brands. So when you click that, you immediately have an option to see for sponsored products or sponsored brands. So I keep telling this in every video, so pardon me, but hover over anything that's possible here, because you will see very meaningful information most of the time. Here you can see that in this week that we selected, we lost 36 sponsored product clicks because somebody else appeared on our branded search, which is not a huge, it's not a big deal because this account has really a lot of clicks overall. So it's not a big deal that we lost that. And this is an estimation of top of search sales that we lost. Here it's pay attention that for sponsored products, attribution window is 7 days. For sponsored brands, attribution window is 14 days. What is attribution window? Attribution window is how many days it can pass after the click, so the sale is attributed to the ad click. Sponsor products, if somebody clicks your ad on Monday and then ends up buying on Friday, that's gonna be attributed to your click. But if they click Monday and they convert, they purchase next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's not gonna be attributed to the ad sales. While on sponsored brands, that attribution window is 14 days. But additionally, if you're managing vendor account, then for both sponsored products and sponsored brands, you have 14 days attribution window. As you can see here, last top of search orders, you can see that for both sponsored products and sponsored brands, they're mentioning 14 days attribution window. So it's a really nice breakdown of how you're standing against your competition. So sponsored brands breakdown, sponsored product breakdown, and all together, this is how we are doing for this week. This is just a graphical overview of what's happening here. Now, there's also, you have an option to review, as they suggest here, to minimize the loss of top of search clicks and sales. Review your brand terms and adjust your bidding strategy. That's this part over here. So what you can have here is that if it's a really high volume of clicks and traffic on this account, then you can use these predefined filters to filter out only terms and targets with over 1,000 impressions that received less than 20% top of search impressions, and then immediately you would get a list of search terms. Here we only have one, and this is the actual customer search term that somebody typed in, as it says here. And as I suggest, go there and read. Even though you know what a search term is, go there and read it, how Amazon defines it, because defines it, because most often than not, you will feel some gaps in your knowledge. So be good and listen to me. So here you can see a breakdown. Here we only have one search term that aligns with our target here, but you can then see the actual campaign and ad group, your top of search impressions shared and lost top of search impressions, and other data like lost top of search clicks, etc., etc. So conversion rate, of course. So it's really nice breakdown to see where you need to optimize more. So maybe bid more, or just go into the campaign and do some additional budget adjustments or bid adjustments in order to protect your brand name if that aligns with your goal. Have in mind the profit. It's easy to get caught up in revenue goals, in sales goals, because that's what Amazon is pushing and showing, like you grew X amount X percentage compared to the previous year, and that's good. Kudos to you, but actually your profit went down. So you're not doing yourself a favor if you are caught up in that train of thoughts, like just chase the revenue. Focus on your profit. If it doesn't make sense for you to bid aggressively on your brand terms because it's too expensive, then do not do it. Don't do it. Focus on sponsor brands or other campaigns that are bringing you money and cash flow. For example, for one account that we manage for several years now, average cost per click for branded keyword sponsor product was less than €1. It's a European account, but less than €1. And during summer, a big competitor started bidding on our branded keywords, and they were bidding up to €7 per click. So we tried to see how far they will go. We didn't expect, we thought that they're going to stop after 3 or 4. They were bidding, even when we bid €7 per click, to see if we will beat them on that placement. They were still winning. So we never know. We'll never knew how aggressive they can be. So you just need to, of course, we lower the bid and to what we are comfortable with, and that was a good decision because we decided to have certain number of sales on that keyword. So it's not like you need to win all of the placements available. So these are the techniques and places where you can find this information easily. I suggest that every now and then you can take a look at these. It's not like you don't need to add them to your SOP, but next time when you think about should you or should not bid more aggressively on these two campaign types, this is the place to go. So brand metrics, insights and planning, and then brand impression share. I hope this was clear. Let me know in the comments if you have any further questions. I'll be more than glad to answer them. Have a good day and bye-bye.